Okay, so I'm going to show you how I create my board covers. So the size of this is a 600 by 600 pixel. And I'm in the process of updating my board covers right now with um, my brand colors and my fonts and things like that. So I'm going to show you, I've already created a couple of different ones, and I'm going to show you how I did this. So we'll go down here to this one and what I did. So I'm going to change this out, and this will probably be the same for you guys. So I'm going to give you the templates to these board covers so that you can edit them with your own colors and your own fonts and things like that. So this is how you would do it. So first of all, when you open up your template, you're going to want to go to File up here, and you're going to want to make a copy. That's just so that you don't alter anything that's on the template that I'm going to give you, and you create your completely different, like your own file for yourself. And up here, you're going to want to rename it. So it will, when you copy it, it'll say copy of board covers underscore Kaili. So right here is where you can rename it to whatever you want to rename it, and it'll just automatically save. You don't have to hit a save button or anything. You'll see right here, all changes saved. So that'll update as you do things. So if you hover over the image, there's different elements that you can click on. So there's a text box right here when I hover over that. Same with down here. And then this element of a square that I have here. And then also this backdrop. So you're going to double click on that. Oops. And it's going to pull up the whole backdrop to where you can like drag it if you wanted like something different or whatnot. But in this case, and for you, when you're updating the board covers, you are going to hit delete. And then what will happen is you'll have this background image right here with a little cloud on it. This actually allows you to drag a picture over to this area, and it'll automatically take the shape of whatever backdrop that you have. So you don't have to like try to resize it or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So to upload a picture, so on this left-hand side, you'll see, if you haven't watched my basics video on Canva, make sure that you do that so that you kind of understand some of these other things that we can do. But as for now, I'm going to go to the upload section. I have a bunch of pictures already uploaded. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one of these pictures. So there's this picture right here, and it just kind of dropped it right onto my canvas. But if you don't want to do that, just hit delete, and you can grab it, like click on it. When I say grab it, I mean click on it and then you drag it. And then as you kind of go over to this section, right as you barely cross the line here, it'll take the shape and the form of the backdrop, like I told you. Now, if you don't do that and you just like you click on it and it pops up over here, then just click on it and drag it over to the edge like that until it pops into the background. So that's how you do that. And when you have like stock images, you want to make sure that it's a high quality stock image and whatnot. But to make sure that our text stands out, I'm going to add an overlay. And this is how I'm going to do that. So up here on elements, click on elements, and then you go down here to shapes. I'm going to grab a square shape. I just clicked on it. It popped on over here, and I'm going to drag it so that it is the same size as my board cover. And what I'm going to do with this overlay is whatever, like, you know, your brand colors, these are mine right here. And for the other ones, I use this color right here. So you can change the color by clicking on it. If you click up here on this little square, you can click on that and you can type in your hex code right here, or click on this and you can grab a color. If you don't already have these brand color settings like I do, and you're just going to change the color of that element. So that now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and I'm going to adjust the transparency. And I have mine set at 69 on all the other ones, but you can adjust it however you'd like. Um, and then, so everything behind it shows through. Now, if you notice on this one up here, this little line element that I have, this little box element, is hidden behind this overlay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this overlay again, and up here you can actually adjust the position of it. So I'm going to hit backwards so that it goes to the back of that square image. So if I hit it again, it'll go away because it'll go behind the picture. So I want to bring it forward, and then I can bring it forward again. It'll cover that outline. I can bring it forward again, and it'll cover the text if you saw that. So now all I want it to do is go behind that square outline. So that is how you do that. Okay. Now I'm going to adjust the text. So you simply just click on it, and my phone is going off. Okay, so I'm going to adjust this because so I just typed in like what I want to be in here, right? And now up here is where I'm going to adjust the fonts. And that's what I'm doing for this. I don't want it to be italicized. So up here is where you can adjust the color of your text, the boldness. You can underline it. I don't want it to be italicized. You could also hit this right here to make it all lowercase or all, well, if it's lowercase already, you can click on this. So let me show you as an example. So I'll type this all in lowercase, and I can go up here and click on that. It'll make it all uppercase. And I believe I can click on it again. Yep. So there you go. So there's that. It's at the right size that I want. Now I want another text box down here, and sometimes I get kind of lazy, so I'll just click on this, and up here you can duplicate it and then drag it down here. And now I'm going to put, oops, do not want it all caps. So, and now when you are adjusting these for your own purposes, make sure that you're using your own fonts that you use for your brand, and change out the colors to fit your brand and what you're doing. All right, and so see if you see when I'm dragging this, there's this like line that appears. This kind of tells me like the placement, if it's centered or not. If you don't want to rely on that, you simply click on this and go up here to position, and you can hit center, and it'll make sure it's centered. Or if you want it straight in the middle of your page, you can hit middle, and it'll just move it to wherever you want it to be. All right. All right, and that's that. And if you don't want this little square element, you can click on it and delete it. How I added that to my page, or to my how I added that to here was over here in elements. So you click on elements, and you go down to shapes, and you can hit see all, and it'll show you all the different types of shapes. And right here, I don't know if it's this one exactly because it's a thinner line that I have, but you can basically just click on that, and then when it's on here, you can adjust it by these little points, and you can make it larger or smaller, whatever you need to do. So now that that's done, and just say that I have everything done, like all of my, you know what, I don't think I have these at the right sizes. Hold on. All right, we'll check that in a minute. So now if I have this done, you can come up here, make sure that it's named what you want, and you can make them all at once. And then when you save them to your computer, you download, And then down here is where you can select each individual page, so that you have an individual file for each one of your board covers. Um, so this sales funnel one, you would just click on it and then hit done and then hit download. Make sure it's a PNG, and then download, and it'll be on your computer and ready to upload into Pinterest. And I will show you that in a different video. So hopefully this helped you. And yeah, I can't wait to see what you come up with.